students, now we are going to discuss about the intrinsic impedance of lossy dielectric medium. So in the last class we derived the wave equation for lossy dielectric medium. So that is the reference for deriving the intrinsic impedance. So again here the field is x-oriented field, means the electric field intensity is along x-axis. So either we need to take xy plane or xz plane. So for easy reference I am taking the plane as, that is uniform plane as xy plane, and the direction of wave is in perpendicular to the plane, which is z-axis is the perpendicular to xy direction. So wave will propagate in x direction. Okay, here I am taking the second order derivative expression, means the wave expression, the wave equation for lossy dielectric medium. Del square A is equals to j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon into E. This is what we derived in the last lecture. So del square is equals to dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. Here the plane is uniform plane, means along the x-axis and y-axis the field is constant. So dou by dou x is equals to dou by dou y is equals to 0. Whereas along the z-axis there is a wave propagating, means dou by dou z is not is equals to 0. So it will become dou square by dou z square into Ex is equals to j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon into Ex, means the field is along x-axis. This will become the propagation constant gamma square. So the propagation constant for a lossy dielectric medium will become gamma square is equals to j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. Gamma is equals to square root of j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. So we all know that the propagation constant gamma is the combination of attenuation constant alpha plus j beta, where alpha is attenuation constant and beta is phase constant. Okay, now dou square by dou z square Ex is equals to gamma square into Ex. So therefore dou square by dou z square into Ex minus gamma square Ex is equals to 0. So from this let us define Ex as Ex plus into e power minus gamma z plus Ex minus into e power gamma z. Here it is, wave is traveling in forward direction, that is positive z axis, and wave is traveling in reverse direction, that is along negative z axis. Okay, now to derive the intrinsic impedance, let us take the relation between E and H, that is from Maxwell's equation. We have del cross E is equals to minus j omega mu H. So del cross E is the curl which is represented as Ax cap, Ay cap, Az cap, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and here the x coordinate is Ex of z and the coordinates of Ay and Az are 0, that is equals to j omega mu into H will be expanded as Hx into Ax cap plus Hy into Ay cap plus Hz into Az cap, where Hx, Hy, Hz are the field components along x, y and z axis. Okay. Now we know that dou by dou x and dou by dou y are zeros because the field is uniform along x and y axis, and dou by dou z is not is equals to 0. So the curl will become ax cap, ay cap, az cap, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and here it is ex 0 0 is equals to minus j omega mu into hx ax cap plus hy ay cap plus hz az cap. If you solve this, you will get minus ay cap into 0 minus dou by dou z of ex is equals to minus j omega mu hx ax cap plus hy ay cap plus hz az cap. And comparing both sides, you will get hx is equals to 0 comma hy is equals to minus 1 divided by j omega mu into minus dou by minus into minus plus dou by dou z of ex, and hz is equals to 0. Therefore hy is equals to minus 1 by j omega mu. Just solve this for getting intrinsic impedance formula. Dou by dou z of, expand this ex. Ex is ex plus into e power minus gamma z plus ex minus into e power gamma z. That is equals to 1 by j omega mu into ex plus minus gamma into e power minus gamma z. D by dz of e power minus gamma z will become minus gamma into e power minus gamma z plus ex minus into gamma into e power gamma z. Therefore hy is equals to minus into minus will become plus gamma divided by j omega mu into ex plus e power minus gamma z minus plus into minus minus gamma divided by j omega mu ex minus e power plus gamma z. So this is forward wave, and here it is reverse wave. Ex plus e power minus gamma z plus minus gamma divided by j omega mu into ex minus e power plus gamma z. This is so where ex plus is equals to gamma by j omega mu and ex minus is equals to minus gamma divided by j omega mu. So finally the magnitude of forward direction ex plus divided by hy is equals to gamma by j omega mu, and reverse direction ex minus divided by hy is equals to gamma by j omega mu, that is negative. Okay, so the finally hy is equals to, if you take gamma by j omega mu as common, it will become gamma divided by j omega mu into ex plus e power minus gamma z plus ex minus e power gamma z. So here we will write this as overall ex, that is equals to gamma by j omega mu into ex. Okay, this is, but the definition of intrinsic impedance is, the intrinsic impedance eta is equals to ex divided by hy, that is equals to Ex by Hy from this j omega mu divided by gamma. Therefore eta is equals to j omega mu divided by, from the earlier discussion, gamma is, what is gamma? Square root of j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon is gamma. So from this eta is equals to square root of j omega mu whole square divided by square root of j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. J omega mu square will get cancelled, so finally it will become the intrinsic impedance is equals to square root of j omega mu divided by sigma plus j omega epsilon. This is the intrinsic impedance of a lossy dielectric medium. So if the lossy dielectric medium is free space, then sigma is equals to 0, then eta is equals to j omega mu divided by 0 plus j omega epsilon, that is equals to square root of j omega mu divided by j omega epsilon. And for free space, mu is equals to mu naught and epsilon is equals to epsilon naught. Okay, it will become 120 pi ohms or 377 ohms. That's it. And the propagation constant gamma is equals to alpha plus j beta, that is equals to square root of j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. So gamma square is equals to alpha plus j beta whole square, that is equals to j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. Expand a plus b whole square, alpha square plus j beta whole square plus 2a into b is equals to j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. That implies alpha square j square beta square. J square is -1, so minus into beta square plus j 2 alpha beta is equals to plus j square omega square mu epsilon. So alpha square minus beta square is the real term plus j into 2 alpha beta is the imaginary term. So here it is j omega mu sigma, j square is -1, so it will become omega square mu epsilon. And comparing both sides, the real term alpha square minus beta square is equals to minus omega square mu epsilon, and 2 alpha beta is equals to omega mu sigma. So this is the real part of gamma, and here it is the imaginary part of gamma. So here take this is equation number 1, and here it is. So okay, we know that a plus b whole square is equals to a minus b whole square plus 4ab. So I am taking alpha square plus beta square whole square will be written as whole square plus 4 alpha square beta square. Here in place of a I am taking alpha square, and in place of b I am taking beta square. So that is equals to alpha square minus beta square is minus omega square mu epsilon whole square plus 4 alpha square beta square will be written as 2 alpha beta whole square. So From equation number 2, it is omega mu sigma whole square. So that is equals to mu square sigma square. So finally alpha square plus beta square is equals to omega mu into square root of omega sigma square. Let it be equation number 3. Now to find alpha and beta, that is propagation constant and phase constant, we have alpha square minus beta square and alpha square plus beta square and 2 alpha beta. These 3 values we have. Now this is equation number 1, here it is equation number 2, and here it is equation number 3. So add equation number 1 and equation number 3. We will get alpha square plus beta square plus alpha square minus beta square is equals to omega mu into square root of omega square epsilon square plus sigma square minus omega square mu epsilon. Here beta square will get cancelled. 2 alpha square is equals to omega mu into square root of omega square epsilon square plus sigma square minus omega square mu epsilon. From this take omega mu as common. Square root of, here I am taking omega square epsilon square as common, that is 1 plus sigma square by omega square epsilon square minus omega epsilon, that is equals to omega mu into omega square epsilon square will become omega into epsilon out of the root 1 by sigma plus omega epsilon whole square minus omega epsilon. So take omega epsilon also common, omega square mu epsilon into square root of 1 plus sigma divided by omega epsilon whole square minus 1. This is 2 alpha square. So alpha square is equals to omega square mu epsilon divided by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma divided by omega epsilon whole square minus 1. So alpha is equals to square root of omega square mu epsilon divided by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma square divided by omega epsilon minus 1 whole root, where finally alpha is equals to omega into square root of mu epsilon divided by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma square divided by omega e minus 1. This is alpha. Let it be equation number 4. Now subtract equation number 1 from equation number 3 for getting beta value. Alpha square plus beta square minus alpha square plus beta square is equals to omega mu into square root of omega square epsilon square plus sigma square plus omega square mu epsilon. Alpha square will get cancelled. 2 beta square is equals to omega mu into, take omega square mu square omega square epsilon square as common, 1 plus sigma divided by omega epsilon whole square plus omega square mu epsilon, that is equals to, it will become omega square mu epsilon into square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon whole square plus omega square mu epsilon. Take omega square mu epsilon as common, you will get square root of 1 plus sigma divided by omega epsilon whole square plus 1. This is 2 beta square. From this, beta is equals to square root of omega square mu epsilon divided by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon whole square plus 1. That therefore beta is equals to omega into square root of mu epsilon divided by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon whole square plus 1. So equation 4 and 5 represents the attenuation constant and phase constant for lossy dielectric medium.